It's time. Lock, load, put on your Infinity Gauntlet and grab your lightsaber. This is Nerd Talk. Presented by Webeam TV.
Hey everybody, welcome to Nerd Talk.
Happy Friday.
It's Friday night. Shut up.
I'm always happy when it's Friday, but I am
too.
extra happy that
Poor
it's
Mike.
Friday today.
I feel bad for Mike some days. I'm so mean to him. I know. Friday is one of... Oh, poop. Well,
someone didn't need their mouse.
I didn't need that. Hold on. I'll be right back. Oh, I can't go down there. People will think something. Hold on. I'll be right back. I didn't look.
Watch him. Did y'all see him?
I didn't look. I did not look. Stop it. Mama Tech will get mad. I'm still dark, dude. You got to brighten me up a little bit. Go in the module and brighten me up. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, even though Friday is actually one of our busier days, because I do a Zoom in the morning with a networking group, or I'm either there, and then we have Full Throttle, then we have Clara Rose, then we have RSVP, and then we have to go our show. So Friday has become one of my heavy days.
Right.
But I still look forward to this show because I get to vent about all the nerdy stuff that I see and whether I like it or I don't like it or what are they thinking. You know, it makes me wonder sometimes that. And how you like the new look? I got yelled at the other day. Literally got yelled. I was in the store, and this lady goes. She goes, I know that other set's really cool, but you've got to get back on Nerd Talk set. Because the Nerd Talk set is way cooler. And I'm like, first of all, I said, wow, you watch?
Right? That's awesome.
Who knew, man? Who knew? And that's really cool. She goes, yes, I watch. And I watch all the time. And I keep commenting on it. I'm like, okay. So probably once this month is settled down, we'll probably move back to Nerd Talk set. But I'm liking the new... I don't like the head. I don't like lavaliers. I don't like head mics, and I like these type of stuff because they just sound better. They're warmer. Right. So anyway,
it's cool. Well, it's been a rough couple of weeks, but I was looking forward to this week. I've had a very busy time at my second job, and I'm putting paintings in at Lisa's Pieces downtown Newport Richey this weekend. So been getting that stuff done. That's been awesome. And then. Just home life. It's been so fun. It's been great.
This is my, should be my last week or maybe my next to last week for Zooming in to work.
Really?
So they're getting close to reopening the office. I did represent Towel Day all week, so I wore my robes, different robes every day. So since it was, the Douglas Adams tribute week. So that was fun. And entertained a lot of people on Zoom with that. So
That's
keep
cool.
talking because I'm texting. So I'm sitting there like a moron.
No, I was listening to Mark.
All right. Well, I'll continue. No.
Thank God Mark can talk.
I've been doing all week's been editing photos from the mountains from the other week.
That's cool. I've been editing photos from going out and mudding the last couple weekends. That's been pretty cool. My frickin' Jeep's still broken. Sent off my ECU to get fixed, and they called today and they're like, it's not repairable, it's $600 for a new one. I was like, of course it is.
Yeah, always. It's always the one thing, you know. They know they get me when I go in because I know nothing about cars. That I'll walk in and they'll be like, well, did you check the alternator? And I went, yeah, I made sure that was full. And then they'll go, okay, we can charge him whatever we want.
Right. Well, and it's super rare for anything with our vehicles to get done by somebody else. Because Tommy, if anybody else touches it, they obviously did it wrong. So, but it's the ECU, it's the computer. It's like this big. And yeah, so that had to get sent off to Jacksonville like a week and a half ago. And they're like, now you have to buy the whole thing. And it's even refurbished. It's $600.
Ooh.
This Jeep needs so much. It needs new shoes all the way around.
Oh, there's $2,000.
Oh, yeah, easy. Because we want to get new rims for it, too. Or
there's $3,000.
Well, we're getting used tires, probably. It's going to be a Woods toy exclusively.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it needs that and bumpers and a radio and all the things. Because it's possessed. Its nickname is Rosemary's Baby. Because the radio now, anytime people are singing, it sounds like they're singing through a synthesizer.
Yeah.
Which is super fun.
Oh,
When it's actually like when you can hear it over the road noise of
Right.
being a Jeep.
Other than the.
Oh yeah,
Noise.
and the soft top flapping.
I can't
It's
do them
so
both
much
at the
better
same
when it
time.
rains.
I'm
everything
good,
sounds
but I'm
like
not that good.
Brampton Comes Alive. I like
Yeah,
It
yeah,
does, too.
exactly.
I could dig that. So
I dig it. I can dig it.
Yeah.
Are we live?
Are we?
Are
Yeah.
we? Are we sure?
who knows?
Yeah, we are.
We are. Just making sure. I have no notes. Can you pass notes today? We were so
Yeah.
busy trying to figure out why a microphone didn't work, and we just found out it was Michael.
Yeah, it's always me.
Oh, here,
Well,
pass
as long
me
as
some.
you admit
Oh
it.
wait,
Got him. Did we not send them to you?
it's fine. I'll
Oh,
wing
no,
it.
no. Rob will copy and paste them and put them in Messenger for you.
I'm good. I can wing it.
It's also on the Facebook post for the video today.
Oh well, then there we go. I'll pull that up.
There you have it right there. So, wow, this is a short show. We really going to fill an hour and a half with this?
We could just talk Snyder
We
Cut for an
got
hour. That might work.
this.
I've lost Mark. There he is. Okay, so first thing. Ooh, Game of Thrones meets Witcher in Netflix coming series. Cursed in the Fresh Lake.
And this fresh
On the
take on the
Arthurian legend.
Arthurian legend.
Wow. This is the one. I've looked at this. I've seen this image a couple times today, and I like it. I think it's kind of creepy, or
You're noisy.
can do that before the show started.
No.
Oh, that is awesome.
That is super
Absolutely
cool.
awesome.
That looks pretty epic.
Yeah, whoever the artist that came up with that, kudos to them because that looks badass. She looks badass too.
She does.
Yeah.
Oh, she's the lady of the lake.
So I
She's
have
the
a
lady in the
pink-
lake. Yeah.
Yeah, I love all of the Arthur
What
stories.
is she, 12?
So cool, right?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
this
probably.
Arthur?
She's a
Oh,
teenager.
look like she's like 10
Well, it's
or
like, everybody thinks of the sword and the stone, but then, that's not Excalibur. That's the sword that, of his father, and then.
Oh, okay,
and then-
so here we go, bunny trailing. Have you seen the author? It's author, the Legend of the Sword.
No.
Have you seen the new one? Okay,
Oh, the one with the little boy? Or the younger boy?
no, it's the guy that's all right.
Well, the
So
Two Would Be King recently. That was really good.
hopefully we can find it real quick. Maybe Rob can get to it faster. It's called Arthur. I can't. Arthur, Legend of the Sword, and it was on. I have probably watched that movie.
Is that the Guy Ritchie one?
The 2017 movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Guy Ritchie one.
Guy Ritchie
Yeah.
one. Okay,
They were supposed to do a whole series. They were going to do each of the nights as a different movie,
that.
but it tanked so bad that they dropped it.
See,
instantly.
okay, so I love that movie, and I think it's because it's more of even though it's back then, it's more of a today style.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me. Remember how when he's going through when they're having their meetings about how they're doing stuff and what they're going to do, and it almost kind of reminds me of the look of Sherlock Holmes, where he thinks about what's going to happen first,
Yeah.
and then it happens.
Yes.
Type
Same
of deal.
director, same writer. So,
Yeah.
Oh,
So
really?
to me, it's
cool.
absolutely phenomenal, and I love when he throws the stone up. How the sword comes about is the dad, the other king, throws the sword up. He kneels down, and it goes into his back, and it turns to stone, other than the sword, of course, and then it falls into the lagoon that's underneath the castle, and then. One day, he gets he has to go, and all the young boys in the thing have to go and pull and he gets there and pulls it, and it's so powerful that when he puts two hands on it, knocks him out because he doesn't understand the power yet.
Right.
But I'm telling you, it's one of the better versions. Now I've watched the ones that.
Yeah, it has an interesting cast that's in it.
Oh, the casting!
Charlie-
Can you show that, Rob? Can you
Charlie
pull that up?
Hunnam,
And I mean,
David Beckham, Jude Law.
the 2017 Arthur, the Legend of the Sword. So if you can find that trailer, I want to play the trailer if we can, or just show an image of it, because the cast in it is absolutely phenomenal.
It was solid. It's just, I think it was just it was retreading the same story.
Well, it's like watching
you know.
Batman over and over again.
Right.
Exactly.
And at
But
least
you know,
it's the
it just
Arthur
and it was just a
legend.
neat twist on it.
Yeah.
I wanted to see some of the later stuff because they were talking Green Knight was going to be the next one, and that
Now
is
that would have
my
been
favorite
awesome.
Arthurian stories, and that would have been doing it that way.
Yeah.
Would have been amazing.
Yeah, see, to me, I love that run, and it's just, to me, it was a great movie. I mean, so it was so good that I bought it.
Yeah.
Digitally. I own it. So that way, and to me, it was really good. And the
I'm an 80s kid. I got to go with Excalibur. You know,
okay, now that's the one. Yeah, I know. But then, then they did the one where, it was the guy that played Mr. Fantastic in the Fantastic Four.
Oh, yeah. I think that's the problem is they've done it like so many times.
Yeah. Now that
recently.
one, I like that one too. But I like out of all I've seen everyone. I've seen everyone, and this is my favorite because
I'll be honest, the new one we watched the kids one, the Attack the Block, which is not really a kids. It's pretty
Right.
brutal, and it's from the guy who did Attack the Block a few years ago. This is only his second movie, and it had a really cool style and had like a Hellboy feel to it.
yes.
And Patrick Stewart is old Merlin, but because he's near the end of his life, because it's modern day, there's a
Right.
kid who's playing him most of the time, but every once in a while he has to turn into Patrick Stewart to make a point. And it's a little tongue in cheek. It's a little made for kids, but definitely not because it is very dark, and it was great too. So Kid Who Would Be King was another one. I think just same with Arthur. I think it was just too many coming out at the same time.
Yeah.
People just got tired of it.
Now, did you watch? Okay, again, I hate
Merlin, the TV show.
I
was a
hate.
good
Yeah,
one.
guys, I hate bunny trailing, but Merlin was awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
it
TV
was.
show.
It was
Great,
really good.
I mean, they could have. Everyone that I seem to like, and everybody go, it tanked, it sucked. It did.
It was.
suck.
No.
It lasted what?
That was a huge
3
hit.
or 4 seasons. I
It was
think?
more than that. It was like 4 or 5 because we just recently binged that and we just finished it like 6 months ago or something. I loved that.
Yeah.
But I love all the legend stuff, like literally any of it. Even growing up, I loved reading those books and the new takes on like the Morgan Le Fay and all that
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
yeah.
Oh my God, all of it. I
Right.
love all of it.
I mean, I just
Yeah, it went 5 seasons.
Amazon. Was it Amazon that had on Khan, Genghis Khan, the whole story of Genghis Khan?
Oh, I don't know.
And then, but it also then it had another story of what's the explorer?
Marco Polo.
Marco Polo. So
Yeah.
you talking about a porn fest? I mean, it was like that show had there was never any time in there. I don't think that there weren't screwing something.
Hey, wasn't that the same crew that did Spartacus?
Yes.
So
And-
that,
and
you know,
all- and
I
all
watched
of
that just for
Blood and
Xena, and
all
they
of-
did, like every
yeah.
episode. So yeah.
All of Blood and Sand. It was like, golly, gee willikers. See, I need to. Yeah, oh, never mind. Yeah, I mean, yeah, who didn't want to see her naked?
Yeah, exactly. That was-
Okay, so look, all you prudes that are listening to us right now, close your ears. The one statement that I'll never forget, and that she because she sent over this one of her sex slaves. She goes, "Who doesn't like a big dick? Everybody likes a big dick." The dude was hung down to his knees, and it was a little skinny white guy, right?
Yeah.
You're like, where to find? Where? That's there's a unicorn.
Right?
Damn. But when she said that, I went, holy crap. It was awesome. Absolutely awesome. But anyway, so now that we've bunny trailed, but yeah, I think this is going to be good. So,
Yeah, I'm
dropped my
excited.
I don't know
have
if we don't have a trailer for it, do we?
No, not yet.
No, it's not out. No trailer, no run.
I have a lady
yeah, it's
the
coming.
late
They
that my
just
brother
released those
gave
first
me.
looks.
Did
so.
you?
Because he said that it was bad luck for his relationships because the lady, like, part of it is what she lures men to, like, this lake and then she just
Right.
leaves them there to die. So
Got
he
it.
said that it was bad luck for his relationships.
Hey, Michael.
Hey,
talk
John.
about something so I can get my mouse and
I gotta get my paper. I dropped my paper too.
God. You
messing
just
up
talk.
today.
Just talk. Just talk
So
about
last night we had good show of Comic Book
There we
101.
go. Yeah, go to Michael.
Did.
Yes, me and Bark and Elizabeth, and we
Rob.
had
There you go.
Riddler show up and Scarecrow
Scarecrow
show
showed
up,
up.
and
Yeah.
fear toxin in the air. It was
My
fun.
wonderful daughter, also Elizabeth, she came and cosplayed those for us for some quick drop-in, drop-outs. We had a lot of fun with that show. It
We should
was,
do that more often. John
I should do-
actually
we gotta
had a
have more
comment
fun
he
with that.
mentioned to me about.
Actually, I
something.
told him, I said, you guys should do guess the guest.
yeah.
and have someone always come in on that's cosplayer or what, but somebody that's always dressed up in something and go guess the guest.
Huh?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
I could totally be Poison Ivy now with my hair.
Yes, you could actually.
You got that rocking.
Yes, you could, but you can't
Super
tell them that
unhappy
now.
with it.
Now you can't say that.
No, I know. Well, I don't have the outfit anyway.
Does anybody remember the Gong Show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The unknown comic?
The unknown comedian.
Freaking love that dude, right? Well, they could come in as an unknown, with a mask on. We could.
And he would tell the worst jokes ever.
Right,
so.
Exactly. But he was funny though, right?
Yeah.
And it was a gimmick, and they loved it. But then you you guys could have like someone come in with a big mask. I want to do our own version of Masked Singer.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I've never
what?
seen it. My niece is
Masked
obsessed.
Singer.
Oh, okay.
I only watch it every now and then. Rob is.
I
hooked
like
on
it.
this. Of course you do,
It's
Yeah,
good.
I'm not surprised.
because you're thinking it's a dude under there dancing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna ride that until that horse is just completely bone dead. Bones are
That-
whipping away. Dick Doc. Dick
The
Doc.
furry
You want
horse?
to see Dick Doc to this?
Oh my god, no. God no.
A furry horse that's holding 2 coconuts.
Yeah.
There you go. That's Arthurian legend right there.
Yep, there you go. See? Anyway, all right, we're moving on to the next topic here. Yay! Hey, did we put any of did we print out any of Mark's stuff?
Well,
No. Okay, let's start start there then. Hey Mark, you wanted to talk about something.
yeah, there was. It's a thing that affects us old school Whovians.
Uh-oh.
That's my Doctor Who robe today.
Got it.
Big Finish, who does all the audio dramas,
Yes.
announced several major things this week. First, they do a monthly range where they just do the same. You get an episode every month, and that was basically Sylvester McCoy, Peter Davison,
Right.
and Paul McGann. It was 5, 6, 7, and 8 and Colin Baker, and their adventures were kind of in that monthly range.
Right.
You got one of those a month, and then they would do these big epic arcs for the 4th Doctor, and then they were doing 3rd Doctor, and they were doing 2nd Doctor. They've got people impersonating some of them, but now David Tennant's back, and he's
really?
doing, some 10th Doctor stuff.
Awesome.
So, and they've even got he's done some with Billy Piper and some with Catherine Tate, and now they're teaming him up with his favorite Doctor, Tom Baker,
Oh,
and
that's cool.
which is that's the second thing they announced. So what they're doing is they're going to kill the monthly line and give them all each their own line. So
Really?
they can do more box sets and bigger stories,
That's
because more
cool.
people are buying those than subscribing.
Right.
And then they announced the last big thing was Masterful, which is they've got all the masters. So John Sims back for the first time, Derek Jacobi doing the War Master, Eric Roberts, who was in the American movie, then a couple big Finnish created ones, Joffrey Beavers, who played the old burnt one in an old Tom Baker episode.
Right.
And then they've got some impressionists doing the classic, Anthony Ainsley and Robert Delgado, the original ones who are no longer with us. But those guys have been doing bits as masters in some of these episodes. And even Mark Gatiss, who plays Mycroft and Sherlock, he's been playing an alternate universe master who is very Jack Harkness, open pansexual,
Right.
and very flighty, but a great character and a good villain.
Like Mike.
Now they're doing a collection, and then Missy, of course, Michelle Gomez, and they're bringing them all together in this big, epic box set. It's insane. I cannot wait for that one. So that's huge.
So
And-
you're excited about this?
Oh, I am. That's
Oh,
cool.
man, Big
and I
Finish is-
haven't listened to any of the audio stuff because I love Torchwood, and I saw that they were doing audio Torchwood
They've done
years
some
ago.
good ones of those.
And I never listened to it because I'm just not into the audio stuff. I haven't gotten into podcasts or anything like that. But now I might start.
Uh-oh.
These are-
Because
Big Finish is what kept it alive for me. I was one of the kids in the 80s that after Doctor Who went dark and we didn't get it till 2005 for the revamp, I was the guy, the 10 years, this kept going. And they were doing all these audio dramas, and that was how I listened.
So how'd you
And
get
that
them
was-
back then?
You bought them from UK, and I had to import them. So,
Wow.
and
I
they
mean,
were
what do you get them on?
expensive.
Tape, 8-track, record player?
Originally, it was CDs.
CDs.
There would be
All right.
one CD a month, and it was like an hour episode. and you got that monthly disc, and that was like joy because I knew I had an hour to listen to this stuff. And,
Wow.
Doctor Who was still alive. And then, like I said, once it started going, internet became a thing, and you could download them. It was a lot cheaper, and and they still, I've been subscribed since day one. It's gonna be weird not being subscribed to it and actually having to just to get the box sets now, but
Right.
But I'm looking forward to it.
That's cool, man. Where do you find them at?
Bigfinish.com is where you can get most of them. You can get them through Audible, and then they have some free ones that you can listen to every month. So, give you the first taste is free, kind of thing.
Of course.
Definitely the David Tennant ones and definitely the Torchwood ones are amazing. So.
Right. Okay. Well, I have something new to start watching now or listening to.
Listen to it.
Right.
In your car when
I
you
got
drive.
it.
We're good on road trips when we start traveling.
Well, yeah, because it's much better than trying to find a radio station on now. So,
Yeah.
We just got serious for the car, so now like I don't even, because I was starting to listen to a couple of podcasts. I was downloading them or saving them to Spotify,
right.
so that I could listen to them while I was driving. And then we got Sirius back, and I was like, I don't really like this.
But I had Sirius. I just listened to the old time radio channel, so it was the same thing. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes I think it's just my truck, but man, I can't get signal lately to save my ass. And I put a brand new antenna on it, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? It's craziness. But I don't know. So what else got going on, Mark?
Last night, after Comic Book 101, I had pre-recorded our radio show, Into the Fray, which is, there's Coast to Coast AM, there's a couple others, Ground Zero and a couple others. Into the Fray is probably like one of the top tier internet, for us tinfoil hatters and paranormal fans and stuff like that. The great Shannon LeGros hosted it. And we got to break some news for our upcoming book, Eerie Appalachia, on that. And now my inbox has been flooded with lots of theories and more leads from the story I talked about last night on that show. So
Right.
my day today, while I was doing the day job, I had that inbox over to the side going, oh, really? The government's in bed with angels, not aliens. Okay, that's a new theory. Haven't heard that one. And I'll look into that. But it was definitely cool. It was very Men in Black conspiracy theory stuff. And that's always fun to talk to her. The series we did on the Trail of UFOs with Seth Breedlove and Small Town Monsters, that is now free on Amazon Prime. So if you want a little 8-episode creepy thing about UFOs, it's kind of like UFO 101. It's not, for people who really know the stuff, it's not going to be any new, but it's kind of cool because it's interviews with the experts and stuff like that. And Shannon hosts that, and I could listen to her read an insurance policy and be thrilled. It's just, she's got that great voice. And that's free now for those who have Prime memberships. So not really free, but
Right. Free with Prime.
free with Prime. So, and I'm in the credits on that, although my footage disappeared mysteriously, and I'm only on the Blu-ray edition because I'm in the special episode. But I'm in the credits of every episode because they used a lot of my material. So
That's cool. I have a question for you. I saw something like a week or two ago about some green lights in the sky in Brazil.
yeah,
And
that
then all
was
the videos were getting taken down.
getting taken down, and all it turned. They're pretty sure it's a hoax, but it was kind of crazy at the time because it was pretty widespread, and the military were involved in investigating it and everything. It was a pretty spectacular hoax, if that's
Yeah.
really what it was. So we still don't know the whole story on that. So
I think it's easier for them to say it's a hoax.
Yeah, that's you always hear that too. It's like, oh, it's a hoax. That was one of the things we talked about last night was the Crestview sighting down in Miami back in the 60s, and they all said, oh, it was helicopters. But now all the witnesses, there were hundreds of them, or they were kids in school and they've all grown up now, and they're like, it was not helicopters, it was weird stuff. And we were pretty quiet about it for a long time, but now internet, thank you, and especially with the Navy releasing footage saying, hey, UFOs are real, and nobody cared because all suddenly that same week we announced that the virus hits and that takes over the news. If it bleeds, it leads. So nobody cares, oh, we found aliens, oh, but everybody's dying, so we'll turn it off.
Yeah.
Right?
No big deal.
Not
right?
necessarily aliens, but UFOs.
Cover up.
Sad.
Right?
It's so sad. It's so sad. There's so many sad things going
But
on
we're
right
releasing the Snyder
there
cut.
are.
So.
Yeah. That's good. Finally. Yep. So
But will it be good? That's the question.
Probably not.
I mean,
You just love the Boy Scout.
I'm like,
you leave my Boy Scout alone.
he's gonna wear the black suit apparently.
Well, good. He needs to. He needs to show every now and then that, he can kick some ass if he has to.
Yeah.
Well, did you hear they announced that he's going to keep doing Superman? He's going to be doing cameos in other movies now.
Yeah. Good.
So
I hope he has the mustache.
He is He is a good Superman.
I never said he
great.
wasn't a good Superman.
Yeah.
Just the movie
I love that
was
he's a big
bad.
nerd.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He is yeah. It's kind of funny. It's when he was doing the Mission Impossible movie, and when there was that one fight scene in the bathroom, and he did that whole double lock. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's awesome. So
When he was posting the videos of painting the Warhammer figures, I'm like, okay,
that was awesome.
not many people can get away with that,
Nope.
but he can. Yeah.
it's awesome.
He said he'd rather be at home playing video games and stuff than out on the red carpet.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that's good. I mean, that's the way I look at it. So I'm in an argument. I'm in a Facebook argument.
Are you?
Uh-oh.
Is it the same one, the Tea Party one?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that then.
Really?
Let's talk.
This is not the show for that. That's Thursday night on Twisted Views, and we'll be glad to talk about it then.
Okay, so actually, let's invite Ed and Joshua on Twisted Views and have that discussion.
It's not Ed. It's another girl.
Oh.
But they're more than welcome to show up because I'll be glad to talk to them. Look,
Nice.
I am very political. I'm sorry. I am very political. And what happened to that black man is absolutely an atrocity. So Nerd Talk, or the owner of WeBeam TV and Tampa Bay Multimedia, I am as angry, but I'm not going to go out and riot.
Yeah.
Okay? I am angry because that should have never happened. And all four of those police officers need to have jail time. Big time. So what they did was wrong. But what I also called out as wrong is all the people that were filming it and all the people yelling. Look, yes, you probably would have gotten in trouble. If I was standing there, I know for a fact I would have done something. I would have gone to jail, but I would have bum rushed to get that cop off that guy's neck. I would have. He didn't struggle. He didn't resist arrest. He didn't do anything like that. But again, this is not that show. But anyway, back to the nerd world. Dead by Daylight, Silent Hill official trailer.
So the 4th anniversary, everybody was thinking it was going to be Candyman because someone hacked into it and saw the lines of Candyman in it, and nice little swerve they did. Yeah, it's a short little trailer.
Yeah,
little teaser.
It's
all
an
it is.
add-on for a game, so it should be long.
Let's go ahead and play that first. So we've had many different killers brought in from like movies. Freddy, we've got the little Saw guy.
With the little clown thing.
He does it, but it's the pig. Someone dresses a pig.
They brought in Ash as a hero.
Yeah,
or as a
Ash is a
survivor.
hero. I'm trying to think what other movies there were. I can't think now.
Was Halloween in that? Did they bring
Yeah,
one
Michael
in?
Myers is in it.
Yeah.
And he's a fun killer to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody was expecting somebody else, and this will be a fun killer. I'm interested in seeing how they're going to do it because he moves really slow.
Yeah, that'll be his drawback, but he should probably have insta kills if he can get the swing off. So.
Yeah, we've talked about the game many times. Dylan, all three of us, Dylan Cage and me, all play it together, and it's a fun game.
I think a slow character sounds an awful lot like a broken TV to me because I can guarantee you, if I was playing a game, the character's not moving as fast as I want them to.
It's a creepy game.
I'm gonna chuck that freaking controller at the TV.
I put the headphones on when I'm playing it,
Zero patience.
and depending who the killer is,
So
like
Bree,
some
what
of them you'll
happened
hear
to
the
the
heartbeat.
TV? Freaking thing wouldn't move fast enough, and I taught it me to move faster. I'm telling you right now.
There's one killer.
Right?
There's one character. All you hear when she starts getting closer is la 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 la, and I'm like, nope, I'm done.
That's awesome. See,
it's
Tom
creepy.
can't
You don't
play
like the
stuff
la
that.
la la?
No, I just
Guys,
it gets
why are you
creepy.
guys worried about that's my house on a Wednesday.
Sissy, come on. Tommy won't do stuff like that though. He started playing Days Gone.
Yeah, Tommy probably couldn't
And
handle this game
I
then.
jump scared.
Really? You're
Sitting
saying
there
he's a
working on
wuss?
my stuff.
Did you call Tommy a wuss?
I'm not calling him a wuss, but if
Is
he
that
can't
what I-
handle Days Gone,
I think I
he
heard
won't be
him
able to
say
play
he's a
this.
wuss.
Oh, he's so easy to scare, like constantly. But I was working and he's playing his video game, and every couple of minutes he's, damn it.
See, I gotta say the same thing. It was easy to scare me. There was that one game that we shared on here before, the virtual reality game, that I was cussing up a storm because I was scared.
See, but I like the jump scare stuff. Like if it actually startles me, it's cool. Like
Yeah,
it's exciting.
I mean, that's what you want.
It's a rush.
Why'd
adrenaline.
you play
Yeah,
it?
it's
It gets
the-
your rush.
It's the
Get
excitement
your
of
rush
it.
Showing a haunted house.
Yeah.
See, haunted houses don't scare me.
Yeah, I actually really don't like haunted
After
houses
working
because I
there
just
so
laugh
many
at them.
times at Hall of
Well,
Scream,
see, I go.
don't do
You
anything.
know, those of us who work there, we go there for the set design
Yeah.
and the lighting. You go, wow, look at that.
you know,
then the
and
characters
and that's
are
what
like,
we did at
Okay, so
Halloween Horror Nights.
When we go to Halloween Horror Nights, then we went to Busch Gardens.
Alice Green.
Hall of Scream,
House
I didn't
Scream.
get to go to that one.
I go in and look how they did it. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, that's kind of cool how they did it. I'm touching everything, and I know I'm not supposed to touch
Oh,
everything.
we'll get you up. We'll get you up to Netherworld this year.
Oh,
and
I-
you'll see,
I touch
the-
everything.
And Screamageddon, like I
haunt.
liked Screamageddon. I thought that was kind of cool. We did that a couple
They do
years
pretty
ago.
good.
I heard
They
they're
put on a
pretty
pretty
good.
good show out there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not bad.
I like
They
their little.
actually, I like the houses where like they'll actually touch you. Because
Yeah.
there's ones where if you wear a glow in the dark wristband or something,
Yeah.
like it means that you
So I
want
wonder,
to be
could we
interacted
talk to
with.
Screamageddon and actually come out there and do like a segment out there and like put cameras
If it
on
even
us?
happens this year.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. I think Halloween is still very much they want to go. As on the haunt scene the other day, a couple haunters were talking that they need it. It's how they make their money every year.
Yeah.
But Netherworld is still planning on going, and they're just waiting to find out what Georgia's requirements are going to be for them. And I know Screamageddon is also kind of watching the theme parks and stuff. But I figure with the theme parks open in July-ish, Halloween's probably going to be okay.
Universal
Yeah.
opens in June 5th.
right. It should
Disney
be fine
July.
as long as we don't get like a resurgence of everything and then they're like, oh my god.
Yeah, our the shop with our book in it at Universal, because we're technically Universal employees because we go and sign there once a month. Our shop isn't going to be in the first couple waves of openings.
Oh, it's not?
No, so that not everything's going to be open right off the bat. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how a lot of things go. I've bet like downtown Newport Richey has been okay, but I guess there's a bunch of places down there that aren't reopening.
I found out we're still not going to even be back at my job until probably after July because the email went out today about it or yesterday
Well, but
about
like
it.
you're able to work from home.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
the good
not a
thing.
big
We're lucky
deal.
we can work from home.
Yeah, like
Well, I'd rather
Can you
stay.
Why can you not go back to? You guys sit in cubicles.
yeah.
Well, some do.
But like, because you're
my
able
office
to
don't.
do it from home, that's a better idea anyways. Like I think a lot more companies
rather
are going to
sit
start
at
doing
home.
that because there's another one that's doing that they're not even coming back into the office until 2021 and even after that they might give
Google
employees the
actually
option.
Google said they were going to do that as well.
Yeah, and like
Twitter
and
said that.
stuff like
Twitter,
that.
everybody can work from
They're
home
not
after
going to
this.
have as much overhead. They're not going to have as big an office because they don't need to. I think it's brilliant.
Infrastructure they don't have to pay for.
Exactly.
Everybody's paying your own internet.
Yeah,
So
people
you already
have
got it at home anyway.
people have been begging for this for a long time
Oh
anyway.
yeah, exactly. Like, and if you're able to do it from home, then it opens up the job to people that are outside of like friggin' LA
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like, it
I'm not
opens it
spending
up to
gas
everybody.
money to drive to work. I don't have to get up even earlier
Yeah,
to
you
drive.
get to spend a whole $2 to go to work in that little
Right? Yeah. No, I
rice
don't even want to
burner you
hear it. I've
drive.
got like 30 miles to and
Yeah,
from
don't
work.
even talk to me about that. I have to drive to Tampa. Rob has to drive Tampa. Well, he doesn't have to. He could quit, but I'd hope not. But
2
twice.
years I drove across the Skyway every day.
Well,
45
okay,
minutes.
so
Oh,
for
yeah, no, I don't do bridges.
4 years, almost 4 years, I drove from Tarpon to the other side on the Gandy
Damn.
daily in a Hummer.
Wow.
So
yeah,
if I can do that, I don't want to hear. You can't
I had to drive
come to me
to
and go, well,
Sebring.
I have to drive. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't care.
No.
I had to drive to Sebring, which is about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
But at least I had a Cutlass Sierra, so I had like 20 miles to the gallon, so it wasn't terrible.
Yeah. 7,
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe 8 if I can really
You
clean
know,
it.
Doesn't
good.
the RV get better
Right.
mileage in your Hummer?
The RV gets better gas miles than my Hummer.
That's why I was so glad we got rid of our truck.
So
It was
messed
getting, like,
up, but
12 miles to the gallon, and it was diesel. From 12 miles to the gallon to 30
yeah,
with the Mini.
big difference.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't. That Mini couldn't pull my. I put
Right.
my trailer and it'd go boop.
Well, see, but
I ain't going nowhere.
The Mini wouldn't hold everybody in the house.
Nobody asks
No.
us for help, though.
That's smart. I have a trailer, but people still don't ask me for help.
Right? We've got a trailer, but we ain't got nothing to pull it right now.
Yeah, yeah. My
But-
old trailer, the old production trailer, it's too funny. It just broke the back. Yeah. So we had to get rid of it, and then sure enough, it's I'm sitting there going, well, we haven't. I was like, we could wait. I haven't done anything really to need it, and the next thing you know, now we're trucking down to Burt
St. Pete,
Barracuda
yeah.
for Wednesday night for Everywhere Eddie show down there, and we're using tons of gear. So I'm like, I am no longer going to beat my Hummer up in
Right.
the back. So, and it's vehicles lovely, and I tried a truck, and it's just I beat vehicles. That Hummer's got 345,000 miles I think now, 340,000.
Wow.
So
That's incredible.
yeah, it's time for a new motor, I think.
Right.
But anyway, so what's next on our list there, boys and girls?
Some new pops are coming out.
Star Wars.
Some more Star Wars
What?
pops. Yeah.
Knights of the Republic.
Yes.
Oh, I'm kinda-
BioWare when it was good. So,
So, yeah, these are going to be really cool.
Ooh, look,
will
another
say-
Yoda.
Revan, Malak is coming out.
So who's the little green dude?
I don't
That's
know.
not Yoda.
No, it's not Yoda.
It's
no,
not Yodel.
it's from Old Republic 2, and I cannot remember the character's name.
And do we know what? Do we have any idea what race they are yet?
Nope, they still never said.
Oh, that was still unknown.
Still none. I don't think that they'll ever say it.
So these are on the site. Boba,
There's some new ones. Oh, Boba.
Darth.
Oh, new Vader. Go with your old 01 Vader.
That would be good.
Why does he... I don't like that one.
Kylo. Oh my
I know
God!
who would like that one.
Someone looks like he stepped on his
Oh,
balls.
yeah. Yeah,
Right?
poor Elizabeth's not here. She'd love that one.
Yoda.
That's
It says
very
Yoda.
Yoda.
Oh, a younger Yoda.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
weird
because
looking
Old
Yoda.
Republic's,
Yep.
1,000 years before that stuff. What's cool, Old Republic, I gotta say, was probably my best Star Wars trilogy, even though it was only 2 movies. But I had that same feeling after coming through those first 2 games, each one that I did from Star Wars and Empire. That's what I have to
They
go
were
back.
great games. I wish they would do another one.
That's the rumor.
Well,
So
what is
But my
Leia?
game
What,
was
wait a
Star
minute,
Wars
what is Leia
Galaxies.
doing in the Old Republic?
that's actually just a Hoth Leia pop.
Oh,
Same with
okay.
the Gamorrean Guard and Boba.
Oh, okay.
And Darth
Okay.
Vader. Yeah, those are all just the new line.
I was
They're
wondering.
revising the old ones that haven't been revised in years.
I'll definitely pick
Wow.
up the Knights of the Old Republic one. I want a Revan.
Yeah, Revan is. Yeah, that's crazy.
Now,
Awesome.
what's Revan?
The villain.
He's the villain of the first game, or she. It kind of depends. You don't know, and there's some plot twists there that I will not spoil. Even
Is that
though
a Vader?
Second
it's
game.
years.
Is that before Vader or after Vader?
Way before.
It's way
1,000
before.
years or so.
1,000 years. So this
And-
war's been going on 1,000 years.
Yeah, it's at it was the Sith versus the Jedi. That was pretty much the war.
And where did the
And-
Mandalorians fall in all this?
They were. That happens during that the fall of Mandalore and stuff. So
Leave my Mandalorian people alone. Let my people go.
one of the guys you get in the game is Mandalore. It takes the mantle of Mandalore as you play. So
Okay.
one of the characters you can recruit.
Ooh, I might have to play this.
You should probably play that. If they ever remaster it, it'd be amazing. But if they're available on Steam and
Yeah, I was going to say,
um,
you can get on
Xbox
Steam.
and PlayStation. both
Xbox
have
One,
it.
I think you can download it.
Okay.
Yeah. The first one definitely is.
It was cool because
I
you could
recommend that for
choose
anybody.
your own, make your character, and you can go down whatever path you wanted, good or bad.
First planet, just like all BioWare games, the first planet is the most boring because that's your tutorial.
You learn everything there. You
And
figure,
then once you get past that, it becomes one of the greatest games of all time.
figure it all out, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was like
So
massive.
we're gonna jump. We're gonna go past the openings because we've already teased the Justice League Snyder cut, Darkseid confirm and reveal because we never showed any of the imagery. We have to go back and show stuff. That's just cool.
Oh yeah.
Super cool, man.
And they all the actors have confirmed they'll be back for voices.
Is that spelled right?
So even
Yeah, why is it spelled dumb?
Darkseid
That's how he
or
spelled it. Yeah.
Darkseid?
That's what it's
Okay.
called. Darkseid that's how it's spelled and pronounced. is
Why?
Darkseid.
Why?
So,
That's
weird.
wrong.
Yeah.
Did they do it on purpose just
Is
so
it
people
so-
would go, huh?
Is
Yeah.
it maybe so that it's not like Star Wars Darkseid? Like maybe they're trying to separate themselves from that, but
This
like
was way before.
Yeah.
No, Darkseid. Yeah, because Darkseid was 60s, I think, when he came out. I know him and Thanos were created within a month of each other.
Right,
oh, so
right,
like
right.
that was created back. That doesn't even make sense. I could see people doing that now. That doesn't make sense for the 60s.
Nothing.
I think it was just to
hey,
be
hey,
cool.
nothing made sense in the 60s.
Right, I was gonna say they were
I just want you to know
probably
that
So,
I was there. Shit did not make sense. So I don't know. All right, well that's kind of. Oh, look at that.
That's
yeah.
neat.
And now the rumor is it's going to be a series instead of a movie because there's so much he wants to add to it. It would make it like 6 hours long, and they're talking like 30 million at least to do this
Wow.
for something that's going straight to a streaming service, not going to be theatrical.
So where's it going to go?
HBO Max.
Oh God.
Yet another. Because so people that
I still have HBO, but
So apparently, if you have AT&T, you can add on.
Yeah, you get it
HBO
free.
Max
Yeah.
free.
I got the
You
text
just
this
change your
morning.
plan.
I have HBO.
Yeah, you just change the plan to the HBO Max plan and same price.
I have all the
for
HBOs.
AT&T for mobile
Yeah.
AT&T.
If I
If you
have-
already have,
if
if
I-
you already have Now or HBO Go, you have it already too.
Well, yeah, but I have HBO, all of HBO.
Yeah,
Like
then
the
you should
channel
have it.
itself.
Right.
I
So-
see, and I don't know because we have HBO through Amazon Prime, but it's just some of it because not everything's available on ours.
Well, the After Dark stuff's a different line.
They don't do that anymore. It's
I know. It's sad.
can't find
Yeah,
my,
it's all free
Reason
online
Access
now.
channel.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So we're going to jump back to the openings, which are kind of interesting. So let's start with Disney promote. They're proposing. It's not knocked in stone right now because they're waiting for
the governor to officially, or
Yeah,
mayor,
so
or whatever, say
July
And, Orange
reopening.
County, yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to mid-July, and it's only going to be 2, right? Magic Animal,
Kingdom and Animal Kingdom.
right?
And
So
Epcot.
I guess it takes a lot
Epcot's
more.
the 15th
It
and
takes a lot
Hollywood's
more to
15th.
feed them animals than they thought. So now they need some money in there, and
Then
Well,
you
they're
went-
following because Universal's this month starting in June,
right.
and then SeaWorld and Busch Gardens are going to open in June, and then those seem to be go because Hillsborough County's already approved for Busch Gardens, and I know some of the employees have returned back to work there,
Right.
and I know they had their first meeting for Howl-O-Scream.
So let me ask you this: so do you think they're ready?
I think if they play it safe and do it right, I think everybody if you do it right, that's all what it's going to be. So
Have they announced what the new measures are going to be? Like what they're doing? How are their lines going to
temperature
be?
screenings as you go in. All employees and all people coming in are going to get temperature screened. That non-invasive, just the laser
Forehead
thing,
thing
I
or
guess. And then they're also going to do
wipe down every
wipe down,
ride after you're
sanitize
done.
everything. They've got 6 feet spacing for the ride. I know, what was it? Disney Springs is open, and it was crazy. The first day there was like a 3-hour wait just to get into their Disney store.
Right.
Yeah, it's there. So
Like
that's how they had spaced it out and limited people in.
I get it with theme parks, but like the Disney store, really a 3-hour wait to
3-hour
get
wait.
into a friggin' store.
What? Yeah. What?
It's
do you,
not worth that. I wouldn't.
No.
do it.
What do you
No
need in that
store.
store that you're going to wait 3 hours for to walk around and go?
No store outside of a grocery store
Yeah.
is worth wait. Like if you need something, there is nothing you need in the Disney store to qualify waiting 3 hours.
No.
Yeah, there was
That
some
is
crazy
ridiculous.
waits at Disney Springs I was reading. So first day wasn't bad. I guess it was the second day. I guess that was when it hit. So
That's crazy. Well, I guess like TJ Maxx stores, they started opening some of their stores on Saturdays, and it's been so overwhelming that now. Sorry. So now as they open the stores, they're having to do it in the middle of the week instead, because people on Saturdays were overwhelming the stores and the employees, and it's just.
Everybody needs it underwear.
It's a freaking store.
Socks and underwear.
I saw my favorite shirt somebody wore the other day. It said "Panic at the Costco," and it just had a bunch of toilet paper on it. I thought that was fantastic.
That is awesome. I don't know who came up with that, but they need to sell
Grad 2020 where the zeros are toilet paper rolls.
Yeah. Well,
It's. I mean, look. It's. I won't go. And let's make sure you understand. I won't go to a theme park for probably about a year. Not because I'm scared.
Yeah.
It's just because
it's going to be too crowded and
worth it.
Yeah. It's going to be insane. But it's not going to be crowded. It can't be crowded. It's going to be less crowded.
It's going to be so instead of waiting an hour for a ride, you're going to wait 3 hours.
Okay,
for the ride
so my
because they're
question
going to
is,
clean every one.
all right.
well, Disney's you got to reserve your time just to get into the park.
Oh, same thing with
Right.
Universal.
Exactly. Like, I think it's going to make it more streamlined. Like, if you're a healthy enough person and you can afford that shit, this is like the best time to go.
Okay, so I have a question for you, all of us. We have passes. My passes mean that I should be able to go anytime I want to.
Yeah.
But now I can't.
Because you have to reserve.
So what are you going to do about my passes? Are you going to rebate me half a pass?
Right.
Are you gonna say no? They can't say, well, give me the money, because if I give you the money,
I
that
should be able to walk in
admits me-
anytime
Yeah,
I
you
want.
should be able to go in the park. And aside from that, are they going to give precedence? Are they going to have like 75% of the available space is going to go to pass holders, and then 25% goes to
well, how's that going to work?
other people?
Right.
Like, and if they reserve their space, do they have to buy their tickets
Just
ahead
because
of
you say
time?
you're open doesn't mean.
Yeah, because like the gym that I go to, I haven't been in yet for a couple of reasons, but like we have to reserve our space, which I get because they have to be at 50% capacity. But they do child watch there, and they're counting the children in that 50% capacity, which kind of frustrates me.
So if someone comes in with 5 kids, that's going to take up a lot of.
Nobody comes in with 5.
Like,
You got
no.
5 kids, you ain't going to the gym.
Right.
You're too tired
Well,
chasing
and, like,
them.
I think for the most part, people are like not, if they have that many, especially right now, like there's more people that can watch your kids because you've got family members that are home, depending on your situation.
Yeah.
But they're still offering the workouts online, so I guess it's still working out.
So
at home.
but the bottom line is how is the pass going to be taken care of now?
That is the big question. I mean,
Because-
they all I guarantee you the accountants are trying to figure it out.
and I'll
the
bet
first
their
lawsuit
help.
hits. That's I'm sure Morgan & Morgan is trying to figure it out too.
Yep.
They're ready for
Right?
that lawsuit.
Oh, and I'm sure their like help desk email is overwhelmed.
Yeah, because if you're going to charge me whatever it is a month, I don't know what it is. I don't care.
Right.
Then like you get the people that have paid for it.
Yeah.
What are you going to do for them? I mean, the people on flex pay, you can always say,
Right.
we'll charge you every other month.
Yeah. Or you should have bought it all up front.
Right. But but if
Technically, you're just making payments on something that they gave you already. Yes.
right.
Technically, yeah.
But if I paid it all up front, which a lot
Then
of people
that's
do,
people who should. Yeah.
going to rebate me
Definitely get
because
some
I
sort
can't
of-
come in when I want to come in. Now I have to wait.
Exactly. 'Cause it's like Busch Gardens used to have and I'm sure they still do, the play pass. It's different levels of passes where they have blackout dates. But then the regular pass has no blackout dates. So now, you have to plan it ahead of time? That's one of the best things about living in Florida and being so close to so many theme parks is that we can say at 10 o'clock in the morning,
Let's just
"You know
go
what?
Disney or Universal."
I'm going to go to Busch Gardens
And that's
today."
what we do. We'll wake up in the morning going, you know what?
Let's just go.
I don't have
go.
a lot to do today.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to do. Let's go to the park.
Exactly.
Okay, let's
That's
go.
Friday
was
night,
it
let's
something
just
that's
go.
like 80% of the pass holders are Florida residents.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah,
Because
so
like when I was going to USF Tampa, I had a Busch Gardens pass the entire time I went to USF Tampa because I was right there. I
Right.
can't tell you how many times, and I had the full pass so I could park for free.
Yep.
Right up front. I'd leave class in the morning, go ride some roller coasters by myself, sometimes with friends, and then I go back to class because we can.
Yep.
because we can.
Right. So I just can't. I'm really interested in seeing what they're going. Matter of fact, maybe I'll send an email. Hey, how are we working the whole pass thing? Since I can't come in and just do what I can't come when I want to come, because that's the whole point of the pass.
Exactly, is to be able.
That's
to
like
just
going to a buffet and spending $50, going on an expensive buffet, but they say, but you don't even go up 3 times.
Exactly. Or
well, that ain't a buffet.
Exactly. Or you're at the blue table, so you can only access these 3 buffet lines.
Right.
You can't access the sushi line.
Exactly. So I'm interested now. Jackie says waves. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll let you go in waves. But still, I mean, I want to go. Maybe I want to go right now.
Maybe when they say, "Oh, you can go this date. We're busy. We're filming something. We can't go."
Can't go that day.
I want to go when we're able to go.
And how far in advance are you going to be able to book it too? Because that's another, like with the gym, you can only book it like midnight the day before is when it opens.
Well, let me tell you,
how far in advance?
Well, okay, so we were Disney pass holders for almost 17 years. Mm-hmm. I mean, straight. We never missed a year. The last time we went over there, we were there. It wasn't very crowded. It was kind of a light day for Disney, and we were in what do they call it now? I used to call it. It used to be Hollywood Studios, but now it's something whatever. GM. Right. So we went in there and we wanted to have dinner at the Sci-Fi. Right.
Oh, great place.
You know, it's cool. I mean, you're paying $20 for a stupid ass hamburger, but whatever.
Or a pasta salad.
Yeah. So we went in and we're like, okay, we'd like to a table for 4, and we're booked. Okay. And I said, well, can we put on a waiting list? The waiting list is booked. Well, how can you book a waiting list? She goes, well, all the bookings that we have tonight, she said, 80% of them have been booked a year out.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I said,
it's a very small, limited space.
I live here. I have been a pass holder for 17 years, and you're telling me that I've supported you for 17 years, and you can't go clear a table for 4?
Yeah.
I'm local. I spend more money in one weekend than these people that come down, because here's something that really burns my ass, right? These people come down and they stay here for a week, right? And they go into Disney. But you're like, wow, they're spending all that money at Disney. No, they're not. Mm-mm. They've brought their own food. They have their own snacks. They go back to the hotel to eat. They don't spend the money in there that you think they do. But you have the weekenders that come in there, and me and my wife and my kids will come over. And again, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying this is just fact.
Yeah.
We would go over there, stay on property, eat in their hotels, eat in the parks, and then leave. We would never leave the property and spend $1,500 on a damn weekend. And you're telling me, and I've done that for 17 years for probably at least 6 months out of those. I mean, I spent a crap load of money there, and you're telling me you can't get me and the girl goes, nope.
That's crazy.
I said, you know what? Let me see a manager. They'll meet you at the front gate. I said, you're right, because I'm going to walk out there and I'm going to cancel my passes. I said, I'll never step foot on your property again until somebody can explain me why a local can't get a little bit better treatment than someone that flies down every 4 or 5 years.
Right, because they plan it in advance, so they can book their dinner reservations way in advance. And as long as it's a casual restaurant, that's fine. Because there's one of them that's like the super duper fancy that
we don't eat there.
I wanted Tommy and I to go to for our anniversary this year. But you have to book that a year in advance. But there's only 20 diners every night. So, okay, I get that. That's something you plan for. But that's not a restaurant that you just randomly walk into. You are
Victoria and Albert.
That one.
2 years out, yeah,
and that's what I wanted to do. But I was like, that's just... Do we really? And now I'm kind of glad we didn't book it, because I don't want to go to Orlando because it's Orlando. But the casual restaurants, there should be a percentage of the restaurant that's still available the day of, specifically for Florida residents.
Like I said, sci-fi dine-in has become a niche, and it's a smaller venue anyway. It's a huge building, but they've got only so many cars. And they space them that way. So I can see that's another one that I was a maitre d' at the parks a couple years. I didn't work at the parks. I worked in resorts, and we would have waiting lists 2-3 hours long, and the restaurant closed in 2 hours. So that's when you would say, I'm sorry, it's Thanksgiving, people have booked this weeks out. I know you're staying here and we'll get you in, but it's going to be 1 a.m.
Right.
and that, but we never said no. So
no, and that's what my wife
we would always say. It might be way late.
No, the girl, my wife said to her, she goes, "What happened to the magical experience, the Disney magic?" And the girl goes, "You got to book it a year out."
Yeah.
She was rude.
That's crazy.
And for a Disney employee, we're like, wow. I mean, so they've gotten that big in their britches that,
right.
we don't care about you.
Yeah, like with casual restaurants, that's just not right. With the fancier ones, fine, whatever. But like, there should still be a percentage of it that's reserved for people that want to make a reservation.
And that also goes for fast pass holders too. It's hard to get them because like all the Brazilian tour groups that come, the tour groups book everything out, so you can't even get fast passes.
I swear to God. Oh my God. I'm so
you
over
have problem with Brazilians?
There was the error.
I have problems with the tour groups that take all the fast passes.
You got a problem with that?
Oh my God.
Wasn't there the one day
Wow.
they screwed up?
I'm going to talk to my Brazilian family.
That would
you
be
don't like us.
awesome.
You going to put us on an island too, Mike?
I do remember the nights.
Oh, wait a minute. We're from an island.
I do remember the best part about working in the resorts was when those tour groups came in, they have a completely different culture about bathing suits.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And they would just wear them.
And there ain't nothing. Well, say, okay, there's nothing wrong with the women wearing what they want. Dudes, you can put those banana hammocks away.
Most of them.
It was always interesting to see because we had to watch the maitre d's and some of the concierges tell them, I'm sorry, you can't wear that in the pool area because it's a string. And we have children, staying here.
Hey, strings matter.
But that was always fun to watch because we'd see the group go out and then we'd watch, like, you'd see 20 employees just kind of.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't like tour groups.
You love it when you're sitting there and then you're watching all the old white guys. They're over reading their papers or pretending to read your papers.
Right, and they're like,
and then the Brazilian girls walk by and then they go. The whole head caught. You're like, whoa! Yep, someone noticed.
Right.
What was the old Mel Brooks movie, silent movie?
Oh,
that's the scene I picture.
Yeah,
where when all the men are sitting at the table and they show the picture of Bernadette Peters and the lingerie as their weapon, their secret weapon, and all the men just sit back and go like this, and then the table just rises
by itself. Then the dads are like, can't put the paper down right now.
Yeah,
keep reading. But anyway, so
back to nerdy stuff.
That was nerdy stuff. You kidding me? That's about as nerdy as it gets in this world. Okay, so 3 boys let Black Widow spider bite them in hopes of becoming.
I had to share this because I just laughed.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
mean,
awesome.
That's like telling.
Did they put it in a microwave first so it was radiated?
I was going to say.
No, that's my secret.
Right? So that's some
what worked
radiation.
for me.
They just kept poking I read they were poking it with a stick and try and get it to come on them. So it bite them.
Yep.
They thought they could become Spider-Man.
Oh my God.
That's not quite the way.
How old were they? Does it say how old these boys were? Like, I really hope they were under 10.
I don't remember if the article does.
8, 10, and 12.
18 and 12.
Right.
Okay.
Had to be the 12-year-old. He had to instigate the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're from Bolivia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? From Bolivia.
Yeah.
That is funny as hell.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now, then tell me, who has not thought of that?
Not Black Widow though.
Well, if you look at the spider that bites Peter in the comics and actually in the thing, it's a Black Widow.
Yeah.
It may be a modified Black Widow, but it's a black because it has the hourglass in the back.
That we have 50 bajillionaires, like so rich that it doesn't count, and we still don't have one Batman or Iron Man. That's realistic.
Yeah.
Seriously though.
Elon Musk maybe.
You never know.
That way.
He's got the build for it. He could pull it off.
I'm thinking he's pulling off though the Dr. Evil thing.
No, I think it'll be his son.
No.
His son will turn into Batman.
I mean,
Trying to
isn't he the
colonize Mars
SpaceX
and
one?
stuff.
And We saw how that went.
Yeah.
Do
Today.
you really want to put something on?
Yeah, we can jump down to that one.
Let's go to the.
I don't know where that's at, but do we have that one? I can't hear you, Rob. Do we have the unfortunate blow up of the SpaceX? It's in the messenger. Yeah, so
Yeah, it was
I
like
guess
a Twitter video or something.
they. I know, we just show the image. We don't have to show the whole thing. But yeah,
It was
so
pretty epic.
but that's what happened. Look, the old rule of thumb is you're going to break some eggs to make a cake.
Yeah.
So and NASA, NASA blew up.
Oh yeah, a lot.
The video is just funny because you hear the guys, oh, that's something new. We haven't seen that fire come out before. That's kind of cool. Wow.
First prototype, they expected it. Second prototype, they knew this one was going to do that. It survived 4 static fires. This was the 5th one. So
Right.
again, they're like, hey, this is one further than the last one.
Right.
But they're still not ready. This one, they're like, this is minor, setback. I mean, and this is a company that's doing 2 things at once. I mean, imagine NASA trying to do a launch in Houston and Cape Canaveral at the same time.
Well, I mean, look at to test the module that's going to be launched tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Right? They what's something cool about that capsule is if that rocket blows up, that capsule launches itself.
Yeah.
And then goes and Now, Rob was telling me about it the other day. I'm like, I haven't seen that video. So I went and watched the video. That is cool as hell.
Where the rocket lands by itself?
Yeah, well, it's not the capsule, not the rocket.
No, the capsule,
Capsule, if the capsule explodes or takes off and explodes, the capsule jettisons itself and then lands itself.
That's cool.
Yeah, they've
cool.
been testing that for a long while. We went to one of the test launches, and that was pretty epic. So I'm excited. Hopefully
that's cool.
Tomorrow.
That's something I want to do. Like, as a Floridian, the fact that I haven't been on the other coast to see any launches,
right?
Like, I want to do that. But like, I remember in school growing up, every time there was a launch, they'd be like, "All right, we got to go outside in like 4 minutes." That was always super cool.
Launches.com. You go there. It tells you what the next launch is going to be, and there are more now than ever. I mean, I love it anytime they launch something. Like, I know this is the first manned one in for 11 years.
First manned one
did you see
on
the
US
suits?
soil.
The spacesuits?
No.
Dude, they're badass. They're
they're
no more
very
the
cool.
big wonky ones.
No.
They're streamlined.
That's awesome. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, this is
cool.
this is all the NASA program. The one in Texas is the one I'm excited about because that's the one that's going to take anybody.
That's the one that blew up today. So we want to hold off on jumping on that bandwagon.
No trips to
At
Mars
least
yet.
they're doing all these tests without people on it ahead
So
of time.
Rob's got something for us to watch.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. Oh my!
That's so cool looking.
Ooh, well, that's new. Holy shit!
Bitch is gone.
That took out the whole compound too, the whole launch complex.
Yeah, they have to go to a totally different launch pad next time.
Yeah.
He's got
Now, if for Erie, actually,
Are we
it was,
back
I think,
on? Oh, cool.
Okay. Gold. So they got our initial reactions. It was great. For Freaky, we went to launch pad 34, which is the old site where Apollo 1 blew up.
Oh yeah.
And it's an abandoned site. Although they did launch from it afterwards. But now it's a memorial, and you want to see someplace that's
Falling
kind of
asleep over there, Mike? I swear to God, he was falling asleep.
No.
Is it open? Like, can you get to it, or is it all blocked
You
is
off?
have to ask permission.
So-
You can't do it during launch week.
Is it haunted?
Supposedly, yeah. We had some witnesses who said they can see a guy in a suit climbing into something like a old classic 60s spacesuit climbing into something. That's actually, they based a Doctor Who episode or two from the new Who on that legend. The impossible astronaut.
Parageeks.
was
Yeah,
based on that legend.
Parageeks.
So
That's cool.
yeah, we gotta love geeks and nerds.
No,
and
Parageek show.
Oh, Parageek show, yeah. We can get. You got to ask permission, but I know the people, so
Mark
we
knows
can get you out there.
Mark's got people.
Have you
awesome.
ever, for Erie, Florida, have you ever done or is there conspiracy theories or whatever ghost stories about that Coral Castle down
Coral
in?
Castle? Oh yeah, well that's in our first book.
Oh, okay. I need to read that.
Edward Lee skin. Yeah, for those that don't know, the Coral Castle's down near Miami. This little guy is like 5'10", weighed 150 pounds, and he builds a castle out of giant coral structures that are like 30 tons and like 20 feet tall, and he does it. And there's theories that he used his mind and that he used psychic, or he'd sing to the rocks and make it come out. It took him 20 years to build it, so. My theory is if he actually could use those special powers, it wouldn't have taken him 30 years. It would have taken him 3 weeks.
No.
Right.
So I think he was just really good with balance and engineering. And some of his sculptures are pretty cool down there.
They are.
But, yeah, it's pretty. There was a 10-ton door that was balanced on a Model T thing so that you could just push it with one finger and it would spin.
That's cool.
And again, I think the guy was just a genius.
But they can't figure out how to fix it because it's not working
broke, and now
anymore, and they can't figure it out. They're like, we don't know what he did.
Took it out. Yeah.
I'll go down there and fix it. Don't worry.
It's super cool. It's really neat down there.
Yeah, it's neat. Right. What's also cool is because of Hurricane Andrew, the zoo
Gap tape
that was next
wire
to it
ties.
Lizards and stuff. These crazy lizards got loose, and they're becoming the new dominant species down there. So when you go to Coral Castle, there's all these bright colored, crazy looking dinosaur lizards
Cool.
all over it. So
Yes.
yeah, it's a great
awesome.
place.
Do you know those people? That'd be a good
I know the place. I can get us in. Yeah.
Parageeks.
It's super cool down
Fury
there.
Travels and Parageeks. I gotta find a paranormal people.
I've got a couple for you. I'll talk to you after the show.
I took my ex-boyfriend down to that Coral Castle thing because we were going to something down in Miami.
Is that why
and
he's an ex-boyfriend?
No.
You leave him there?
He is
Buried.
But he has this really weird thing about like barnacles and coral and stuff, and I legitimately completely forgot about that. And we went to the Coral Castle, and he's walking around, and he's like, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to sit on that throne over there, and I could take a picture of you?" And he was like, "I really, really don't." At all. But like he would get stuff stuck in the woods and he wouldn't dig his hand in the sand. He was always afraid of getting cut on things, and that's his deal with coral is just and like barnacles and shit because
Coral
you can get
doesn't
cut on
always cut you.
it. No,
No,
he's
especially
just
not that. That
he's
one's
a
so
germaphobe,
weathered.
too.
Right.
He's a super germaphobe.
Oh, is he? I'm a germaphobe, but I'm not that bad. Good lord.
No, it's a beautiful place, definitely.
It is.
And he moved it all like over a week because neighbors were encroaching on him, so he got mad and moved it. And everybody's like, and he did it with one truck and one guy. You always have that one friend. He's like, hey, can you come help me move? Sure. Oh, it's only 30 tons. We can do this. Yeah, and I think he was just a really good master of balance, and he moved it closer to the interstate. So because I think he wanted to be a tourist attraction. I think that was. No, but that sign's still out there that says 10 cents. Yeah.
It's still super cheap though.
Yay! That looks like a picture from Erie, Florida.
It was a really cool place. It was really neat to see, and like you could see some of his tools and stuff when you go in there because he lived there.
Yeah, and Freaky, we had Solomon's Castle, which is a place we want to get to. That's a guy built an entire castle
That's
out of
cool.
all recycled materials.
Yes, that's just south,
well,
south of here, right?
the siding is made out of printing plates.
Yes, because they were giving away
Yep.
they said, build your shed, use our printing plates. 10 cents a
Exactly.
plate. He went and he bought them all.
Yeah,
And built a castle.
that's like southish of Sarasota, right? South.
Then Ona, yeah, it's if you go to Sarasota and then go west.
Okay.
Or east. Yeah, east. Sorry, if you go west, you go into the ocean. So go west, go east. And in the middle of nowhere in Ona, Florida, they don't have cell phone reception, but they do have Wi-Fi.
They do have
And,
Wi-Fi.
And it's all puns. He's got the boat in the moat, which he built a big moat next to it. And that's where the restaurant is. The bathrooms say rooms to go on them, which I thought was great.
Wow.
My favorite is all the guys outside. He's got all these guys standing outside with swords. And they're like this, all these metal guys with swords. That's his fencing. Dun, 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 dun. That's all puns inside.
All
It's
puns.
amazing.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's move on. I'm getting deep
Thanks
into
for
this.
plugging my book there.
You're welcome, buddy. anything from a man. PS5 conference reported coming as early as next week. What?
Skipped one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Tom
do
Savin
the
and
PS
fellow effect
Savini.
artist selling Jason Voorhees style PPE masks.
Yeah, the
Yes.
Tom
They're pretty
Savini.
cool.
You really? You happy? I read it. There it is.
Tom Savini. All right, he's a jerk in person.
All right.
No, well, yeah.
Yes, when I met
Yeah,
him, he
he
was a
is.
complete asshole.
Yeah, that's why I
He can
skipped
be.
it.
He can be.
But his work's great. He's done
His work is amazing.
everything.
So yeah.
Dawn of the Dead. He was in.
Our boy from 13X Studios can make masks too.
They're not
Yeah.
those kind.
But
They're
not
different
the PPE
masks.
masks.
Yeah, these
Yeah,
are
but he's-
PPE.
Really? Are they true PPE? Are they the
Yes,
95s?
That's the whole point. Yeah, they're the really nice ones, and they look like Jason's hockey mask.
So
which is
great.
pretty darn
He
cool.
went and got all those PPEs that should be in
And
our
a
nurses
bunch
and
of
everything.
other special effect artists did it to raise money for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Then leave his name out of it, and I would have bought it.
You can buy one from a different special effects artist.
Yeah, there's a bunch of other artists doing
There's
it.
a bunch of them.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
don't
just
lead
all
off
of
with
them.
his name, because if you lead off with his name, you've lost me.
You don't even know who all the artists are.
I don't care.
What was that? Was that English?
Yeah, what was that? Did you understand what he said?
I did not.
Here's what I heard.
You don't even know who all the artists are.
It doesn't matter. But don't lead off with his name. I met him too, and he's not a nice guy.
I never said he was a nice guy. When I met him at Spooky, he was a complete jerk.
So as far as I'm concerned, the other guys, if you just said, hey, these other guys, these great other artists are out there.
And you would have said, and who the hell are they? I don't know.
No, I'd
them.
looked
They're
them up and
nobody.
been like, hey, they're cool.
Well,
I
but,
like those guys.
Who knows all the different special effects artists? Like, you know a
Right.
couple, anyways.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect to just be like, oh, yeah, I totally know who that person is.
Yeah.
But
He's
I
the
also
name.
can hear a
That's
name
all.
and then totally
That's like
forget
saying,
that
hey,
I've
that
ever
guy
heard it.
Bob is making stuff. Well, all right for Bob. Sweet. Okay, first of all, let everybody needs to understand something. Okay, and I had this from a massive source. Actually, Robbie will even know who I'm talking about. It's not the fact that there's not enough PPEs. It's the fact that they're sitting in a warehouse and no one knows how to get them out correctly. That's the problem. There's plenty of masks. It's just like the ship that got sent up to New York City that was supposed to be used for the older people, and today it's still sitting empty because Cuomo's an idiot. Thank you. That was enough for that. Anyway, moving on.
So
PS5.
PS5.
PS5 press conference as early as next week.
I don't.
So, but like,
It's interesting.
is it a press conference
Yeah,
or is
so
it a conference
originally
conference?
it's-
Because
Originally, they backed out of E3 when E3
Well,
was supposed
obviously.
to happen.
Well, yeah.
Well, before everything happened,
Even before that,
they backed out.
Sony had been out of E3 for
Yeah, they've been out for a while.
a couple years now.
Yeah.
So.
so they were going to do their own this year. That's why.
well, obviously, because everybody wants to do their own now.
Yeah,
They're probably
Microsoft
going to
gets away
Zoom
with
it, right? They're going to put it out
Nintendo
on
gets
Zoom
away
and you
with
get an
it, so
invite.
everybody- Well, this was supposed to be in the big amphitheater. They were going to do their own little presentation to show all the specs, make their own little mini E3.
Hey, Mark, are you going to run out and buy a PS5?
No.
Hey, Rob, are you going to run out and get a PS5? Yeah. Yes, Rob.
will.
I knew that question was coming. Yeah.
Guarantee Dylan will.
I'm a
I'm not.
Microsoft or Sega fan, so
We just
I'm waiting
got-
for the new Dreamcast.
Ooh, the Dream. Yeah, Dream.
We only got
Dreamcast
our
2, baby. That's what I'm waiting for.
2 months ago.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'll be waiting a while.
So they're going to have a conference next week.
Yeah.
As
The new
early
PS5
Are they going
as-
to zoom? You're going to
Maybe.
get to zoom in and watch it.
But like, how early are they going
No
to tell
prob-
everybody? Saying as early as next week? Like when? Come on,
Okay. So
man.
next Friday it's in 2 hours. So no one
Right?
gets to show up.
Exactly. Like I don't agree with that. But whatever. Like
Don't you
whatever
love
they
being
want to
on
do
this
to make it all
interesting that
special.
they just
Myself
said
get shit on.
it might come out.
Not all
We
your
might
stuff.
have a thing next week. That's Sony's
Right?
so good at press conference. Yeah, announcing. What is it? The big thing now is like teasers for trailers.
Yes.
Yeah.
these are
Yeah.
trailers.
Yeah,
That's
here's
dumb.
a teaser for
For
a
a
trailer.
trailer that's
Wait,
coming
what?
out in 2 days.
Yeah, don't do that. That's stupid.
Hey, Amanda said hi, or clapping, or
Yay.
it's 3 hands.
Like,
We love you, Amanda.
I don't understand
We
the
miss
whole
you.
like tease of a tease thing.
Hey, hey, let's not go there.
But like, why are you going to tease a teaser? That's so stupid.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like it's dumb.
Because you know why?
Because everybody's on their phones right now and everybody's absorbing
Yeah. And now there's the press
everything.
release for the teaser trailer.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're going to tease that. We're going to tease a trailer when we tease the trailer, so we can tease the trailer, and then we'll release the trailer.
And that's
that
just
will
silly.
suck.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, we only bought our PS4 2 months ago.
Yep.
I'm not buying a PS5. 3 years, maybe. We'll see.
We'll see.
You'll buy it when the PS6 is about to come out.
Basically, pretty much. Yeah, and we said that too. When we bought it, Tommy was like, they're going to have the PS5 by the end of the year. I was like, of course they are, because we're buying this one now.
Yep.
Of course. Yeah, Rob he's waited years to get it. He's been doing the research and the look, and he keeps me.
I haven't bought a game system. I have never bought a game system because it was always whatever they gave us when I worked for GameStop. So this will be new for me.
I'm pretty sure somebody was using the PS4 that we bought, because when we got it, we bought 4 games with it, and when we turned it on, there was a Spider-Man game in the system. I think they were using it at the store.
God.
Because otherwise, like, they would have checked that when somebody brought it in, because they would have checked it to make sure it works. So we got a free game.
They probably just left it in there and didn't think about it.
Yep,
Tested
exactly.
it with the game, left it in there.
Hooray!
That's funny as hell.
Happens a lot.
Oh my God! So the next one I'm actually kind of tickled about, because Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah.
It was a good movie.
Okay, so I finally broke down and watched it, and it was actually a good movie.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. There's a lot of stuff we haven't seen.
They did a good job on it.
I can show you how.
That one's a good
Legally. I want to make sure legally.
They teased
Legally.
the sequel with it, with the next character, Tails,
Right.
and Knuckles.
Yeah. And Jim Carrey says he wants to wear the fat suit, so I'm
Yes.
down.
So, but are they bringing Ryan Reynolds back?
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, that's the wrong movie. Sorry.
That's Pikachu, baby.
That's Pikachu. God have mercy.
But this does have James Marsden,
Okay.
Yeah.
Cyclops. So
Which, nobody
he's been
cares.
typecast in these types of movies now after doing, what was the
Right.
bunny one? The
I
Easter
get my
bunny
movies
one.
confused. I watched
Hop?
Deadpool last night.
Was it
What?
Hop?
No, it was do you know which one it is, Mark? They just did a sequel.
I didn't.
The
who we
Easter
talking about?
bunny movie
The
that
James
he's doing.
Marsden?
Oh, I don't know.
Don't know who to care.
I don't follow Cyclops.
I like James Marsden.
My least favorite X-Man. So
Yeah, see.
I don't
Red
mind
eyes.
him. He's weird, though. He's got a weird face. I don't know. There's something going on there. I just
Something
get a
out
weird
there?
vibe from him.
okay.
Like
All
borderline
right, so this
Stevie.
next one's pretty cool. The Miami Dolphins Stadium is being converted to a massive drive-in theater. That's
Yeah.
actually cool.
That is the best sports news I've ever heard.
Yes.
Yep, exactly.
Yep, I can't
Although I
believe
did
they're
like
going to allow
that.
people.
What was it? Pornhub wants to buy the naming rights.
No,
They
well, that's
should.
it's not. No, is it
No,
Pornhub?
not, it's
Yeah, it was
Brazzers.
Pornhub.
Brazzers.
No, it's
What was it? It was one of them.
Bang Brothers?
Bang Brothers.
Bang
Bang
Brothers.
Bang Brothers.
Yeah.
But was it
Bang
the
Brothers.
Dolphin Stadium or was
Yeah.
it the other one?
Dolphin Stadium.
The Dolphin Stadium?
American Airlines. Yeah. So,
That's
Bang
awesome.
Brothers.
Like-
But like, it's
Sell
super
that,
cool
man.
that they're doing a drive-in there.
Hey, money's money.
Exactly. Yeah.
Money's money.
We had the 1-800 Ask Gary
I
amphitheater.
know, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I think
What
I'd
is it
rather
now?
had the Bang Brothers. Just saying.
I still like
know what it
when
is now.
It's not the Ford Amphitheater anymore.
I don't know. That's a good
You're
question.
right. It's not. It's 1-800 Ask Gary.
No, it was
No, it's not that
800,
anymore.
then it went to Ford.
I think it was Ford first.
Was it?
I was,
It
It was Ford first.
Yeah,
Then
Ford was the very
800
first
Ask
one, and then
Gary.
1-800 Ask Gary.
Anyway, what are you saying, Mark?
I just missed when we had the Tropicana field down there was Thunderdome.
The Thunder.
And then because I'd always have to tell everybody, well, you just have to drive beyond Thunderdome.
That's it.
Right?
That's awesome.
And I still call the Ice Palace the Ice Palace.
Oh, Mid-Florida
there
Credit
you
Union.
go.
That's what it is
yep,
now.
that one.
So that's just as bad as 1-800 Gary. But
It
anyway.
is, though, too.
Okay, Universal Super Nintendo World looks amazing in the new images.
Oh
You
yeah,
know-
from Japan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so when I was after Rob had set the show up, I went in and started looking around in there, and I'm like, "Holy crap! That's Orlando," because it's almost laid out the same. You know where you have you know I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hogwarts and all that. Yep.
Yeah, and it's all, and I'm like, wow, that. And then I looked over, I'm like, well, wait a minute, that's not.
Well,
then
now
it's like,
they are
okay, it's
building-
Japan.
They are building the new Universal Park over where they bought what
That-
was
all
that?
that
Wet n
property.
Wild. So, and they're building another park there called Epic.
Yeah,
Or
and that's
was it
where
Epic Universe?
that one will be at.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're
and
getting
that's
that
they're
same
putting
park.
Nintendo there. Yeah,
It still look cool though.
and they're putting another Harry Potter there, and my favorite, the Universal Monsters,
Yes.
are getting a land there. So
Are they really?
That's cool.
I'll be moving in there.
I'll be moving in. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, supercomputer simulates the impact of an asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs. Well, duh.
That was kind of cool, but it's cool to watch. Like to see.
Do we have a video?
I don't know.
We do?
I don't remember how long it is.
We do? Sweet.
Or we could also.
I don't know. Robbie got it.
I don't know. I just know the simulation was the impact. It was like the worst case scenario impact, because the angle was super sweet. Yeah, super sweet. So it's like not good for us, but
It's pretty cool.
Oh, here
well,
we
good
go.
for us, bad for the dinosaurs.
We could
So,
also. I have a trivia thing that's antidepressants or Tolkien characters.
God have mercy.
Oh, that's great.
I don't know enough about. I don't know enough. Wait a minute.
Right.
How many seconds? I can't read that. Amos, the most powerful supercomputer currently used.
Yeah,
Is it?
I think so.
I don't want to know.
Well, it says at a private facility. Used at a private facility, so I
Yeah,
don't know.
because there's still the Whopper out at.
Does that still exist?
That one never did, but they do
I
have
know.
the one that's similar. Yeah,
Whopper. Okay.
sounds
Yeah,
good. I don't
that
think
looks-
they do.
Let's
I
do
think
the
that's
trivia.
Do you want to do the antidepressants or Tolkien?
Absolutely.
All right.
Of
Sure.
course, I don't know any of either, so I'm okay.
Narmasil.
Okay.
Narmasil, that is an antidepressant.
Antidepressant.
Oh no! Narmasil was the 17th king of Gondor after the death of
my
his
God.
father,
Whoa.
Atanasar.
Like medicine.
It does,
Oh,
though, doesn't
God.
it? That's why this is a great
Yeah,
thing.
we need Stephen Colbert here. He's the
Right?
only Tolkien expert I know.
A Zaffin.
What's it?
A Zaffin.
A Zaffin.
Could be
It
a
sounds-
Hobbit, but I'm going to say antidepressant.
Antidepressant.
Yes!
Yay.
Introduced in the late 1960s and still used today. Approved in Russia. So,
Oh, there you have it.
Cladiol.
Token.
And the E has a little dealy on it.
Token.
That's,
Probably.
Oh,
No, it's not.
Oh,
Methoxamine, previously sold
Man,
under
we
the
are-
brand names Cladiol and Gardaxil, is an atypical antidepressant, blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
Something about Morocco. Bilbo.
man, I gotta
Morocco.
reread
Bilbo?
Valerian again.
Bilbo.
Bilbo Baggins.
Okay. Amantadine.
Oh, that's an
Antidepressant.
armor. That's a Tolkien armor.
Is it?
Adamantine.
Amantadine.
Oh, amantadine. Oh, no. Then
Antidepressant or Tolkien?
that's
Depressant.
antidepressant.
Yes.
Yeah. Adamantine is an armor. So
It's an antiviral and an anti-Parkinsonian medication as well.
Wow.
Approved in the U.S. Burgle. Or Burgill.
Token.
Token, whatever.
Yes. The eldest son of Baragond of Gondor. He accompanied Pippin Took when he first arrived in the city of Minas Tirith. Celebrian.
Token.
Antidepressant.
I think it's an antidepressant.
I think it's
It
antidepressant.
is not.
Oh,
Jeez.
Elf Lady of Lothlorien, the daughter of Celeborn and Gladriel.
wow.
Edronax.
Tronex.
Antidepressant.
Token.
Antidepressant.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need antidepressants because I can't get any of these
Wait,
right.
these are awful. Narvi.
Narvi.
Narvi. Tolkien. Yes.
Yeah.
Dwarf of
Yeah,
Khazad-dûm.
so that was one of the dwarves.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah.
Finarfin. That's a fun one.
What do you want on Finarfin?
Finarfin.
That's really fun
What's
to
it
say.
for?
Antidepressant.
Well, I fart a lot.
I think that's too fun to say. I don't think that's an antidepressant.
Finarfin.
That sounds Tolkien.
It's super Tolkien. The youngest child and son of Finwë and Indus.
Yeah, that was definitely a Tom Bombadil there.
Elendil.
Token.
That's Tolkien.
Are
That's
you
a Tom.
sure, or is it too easy?
Oh. That's
think
a good
it's
question. I'm trying to
Tolkien?
Yeah.
It
think- I
is.
think Tolkien.
Also known as Elendil the Tall, being the tallest of men who escaped the downfall, and also known as Elendil the Fair.
He's a tall kid.
Right? Desirel.
Token.
Antidepressant.
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 Yeah.
Mike,
Trying
you
to
should
do
know
his
all this stuff.
language tricks. Ins and
Cymbalta.
Oh, well,
We've
we
never
know that one.
seen those
That's-
commercials.
I just saw the commercial.
Orphan.
Antidepressant.
No, that's Tolkien because it's a girl that loves war dwarfs.
It was a guy.
Oh, guy. Well, okay,
But it is
whatever.
Tolkien.
I don't judge here.
He was one of 3 wardens of the northern border of Lothlorien, met by the Fellowship as they entered the Golden Wood.
nice.
Sildenafil.
Use it to say that.
Sildenafil.
Yeah. Tolkien.
No.
Antidepressant.
It is sold as the brand name Viagra.
Whoa. See, I don't need that stuff.
All right. I didn't think that counted as an
That what my
antidepressant,
bottle
but okay.
says? Oh, that is what my bottle says.
Luvox.
That is antidepressant.
That's antidepressant.
It is. Fluvoxamine.
Yep. Heard that one, too.
Syntamil.
Tolkien.
Oh, it's not.
Antidepressant.
Oh, it's for the treatment of depression in India, so it's not even a U.S. one. Escalith.
That's for not being able to eat beef. What's the one?
Escalith. Escalith.
Okay. I have no idea.
Yeah, not on that one.
I'm just going to say Tolkien.
I'm going to go with Tolkien. It is not. It is for bipolar.
Antidepressant? Yeah.
What do you mean it's not? It is too. It is not. It is too. It is not.
Haldir.
Tolkien.
Holdor?
Holdor.
It is Tolkien. Or, yeah. An elf of Lothlorien. He's one of the ones that was in the movie.
Okay, one more.
Círdan.
Holdor.
Tolkien.
Tolkien.
Correct.
All right.
He's an elf.
So I have a question for Mark.
Yeah.
Mark, have you ever done anything up in Chattanooga?
Way down yonder.
Oh, well, I've been there a few times. We did a history. We did a History Channel thing there at one point about some of the Civil War stuff that went on around it.
So we were there at the Chickamauga battlefield, and I actually took Michael to the sphere where the ghost of Green Eyes, and he's like, I think he was just thinking I was pulling his leg, but he went and looked up the legend, and it is a soldier that his head was blown off
By a cannonball.
So, and he roams.
He
the
roams
grounds.
the battlefield and the tower, and they said also in the battlefield they see a lady in white. Because everywhere you
That's
got to have a
So
lady
I
in
want to
white.
go up
You
there,
had that
Mark.
song wrong, by the
Yeah.
way. It is
We
way down
can-
yonder on the Chattahoochee.
Once we get going, we'll start hitting everywhere.
Heck yeah, man! And then believe it or not,
there's a lot of permits we got to get to film there. That's the only problem.
yeah, I know.
But I got some good photos of
But
that
we
tower.
also went to Tunnel Hill and actually did the tunnel there, where then that's one of there was a battle there that tried to stop the general,
Yeah.
and that place is haunted as well. But I have
And
family there.
Isn't
so.
that where they snuck the slaves in?
And
too?
you know, and the Underground Railroad was part of that right there with under Tunnel Hill.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
What's the name of the prison that was in Georgia that all the riots happened because they didn't have food to feed the northern prisoners and all that? I can't remember the name of it, but the Miracle Well there, was lightning struck,
Yep.
and it suddenly got them water.
Yep.
And that fount is still there, and that's probably one of the craziest places I've ever been.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for watching Nerd Talk tonight. We know you have a ton of other stuff that you can go watch and be a part of, but you know what? You stayed here with us, and we appreciate that. If you got any questions for us, hit us up on Facebook. If you have anything you want us to talk about, go to Facebook and leave a message. We will see everybody next Friday. Have a good night.
Bye.
See you on the other side.